Hello, my pals. This is Happy Dinosaur 1000 coming to you with another movie review. And I'm doing a basically a series I'm calling Spoooktober. Basically, just Halloween reviews of horror films I review over in October. But here's my review. I'm reviewing Dracula from 1931, and this was a very good classic film, directed by Todd Browning, starring Bela Lugosi and Edward VanSloan. And here's the plot. Renfield is a businessman and going to Transylvania to meet Dracula. During his trip there, over to Dracula's castle, he confronts this one man saying the following words. Or after Renfield says he's going to Dracula's castle, he's like, "No, you mustn't go there." And he's like, Renfield is just like, I gotta do business in this, and the guy is just like, it's giving, and the guy and the man's wife is just like giving him a cross, saying, "Take this; it is to protect you for your mother's sake." And we meet Dracula. He didn't talk at first for a few minutes, but we see him just basically look at his wives getting out of bed from the coffin. And we see Dracula being Renfield's chauffeur. And when Renfield finally arrives, we read a brilliant set design of Dracula's castle. Which, despite looking amazing, all things considered, it still needed a lot of touching up and repair. I think Dracula's a hoarder in order to get his food. Like, he's got a bunch of animals everywhere. He's got armadillos, bugs, possums. His place is swarming with wildlife. And cobwebs also. So either there is no maid and he's killed the maid to feast upon, or maybe janitorial staff is too afraid to work for Dracula. Or his wives won't do shit to clean this big ass castle. Very interesting. Anyway, and Dracula finally says my favorite words in the entire movie from him. I always do this when referencing Dracula for the most part. When he says, as to Renfield, when entering the castle, "I bid you welcome." And later leads to the second line of my hero line is really, "Oh, the children of the night, what music they make." Then we see Dracula do business, which is kind of funny because it's like seeing a Frankenstein monster just do regular business. So we're like, stocks, bonds, on 401k, good. But anyway, then in Dracula, he'll take a boat ride over to America over a horrible shipwreck. Renfield is later put in an insane asylum. Dracula kills people running the insane asylum, and has affections for the guy who runs its daughter, and the man who runs it is named Dr. Seward. And Dracula has the hots for his daughter, Mina Harker, which, given that he has three wives, I guess a fourth wife is a logical choice for polygamous vampires. With almost infinite income. Given that Count Dracula is a count, I really didn't know what that meant. I researched what that was, and Google was the equivalent to a British earl, and I'm like, what's an earl then? And is it above of a marquis? And then something like Imperial Japan. And I'm like, screw it, I give up. I don't know what he is to be royalty. But so apparently Dracula can go all over the place because he's royalty. He suck people's blood and kill them and not have any repercussions. Sounds a lot like a member of the European family. Emily, you don't get arrested; they just kind of hide him from the press. But anyway, Dracula then visits later after we see Van Helsing, played by Edward VanSloan. and basically try to give the science of vampires. And we see before that at that Renfield as a craving aiming for bugs and flies and spiders. And there's basically the hospital attendant named Martin, which I like. He's like, hey, you gotta stop eating these bugs, these flies and such. And Renfield like, why would I want to eat flies? As in, who does eat flies? And Martin's like, you do, you crazy loony. And he's like, not when I can get big fat spiders. And then essentially, the rest of this film is sort of an awkward, not awkward, actually, sorry, what's up? Amazing drama between in Dracula, Van Helsing, and Mina Harker and her husband and family. Emily. Dracula wants to turn her into a vampire, or make her as wise. I believe the plot was he's not very clear in motion why he wants to turn her into a vampire. But anyway, I think that's just the reason. But still, Bela Lugosi gives quite a good performance during this. He is truly the greatest Dracula there ever will be. Be very influential, inspiring many years of Dracula parodies, or his other adaptations of Dracula, and toy merch. But anyway, we then see Edward VanSloan, Owen Van Helsing, and Bela Lugosi's Dracula meet. And Van Helsing realizes Dracula is the vampire. Basically by Dracula being in front of the ashtray, not ashtray, but a box of cigars mirror. And later Van Helsing shows it to him, only which Dracula smacks it down. So basically, like, there's no blood in this movie. We have to let you know that, except for one thing where it has a paper cut. And then, sorry, I had to clear my throat. But still, eventually, we get a final battle between Van Helsing, and Dracula. Although it's not very exciting compared to today's standards, due to censorship laws, and basically after Dracula brings Mina into his temporary vacation home called Carfax Abbey, he just goes to bed, and leaving Van Helsing to stake him off screen. And the curse over Mina is broken, and Jonathan, then her husband and Mina just walk off. It's very entertaining all the way through. Very well acted, good cinematography, very good editing. I'd give this movie roughly 9.8 out of 10. And that's my review. I also give it down for approval. And I wish you all a happy day and a happy Halloween and a happy weekend. Bye.